Perhaps the student might apprehend the underlying idea more clearly, if it is realized that a. The spirit employs menace in all that concerns matter, the electrical substance, or the active akasha. B. The spirit employs buddhi in all that relates to the psyche, that relates to the soul of the world, to the soul of an individual, or to the soul of every form. C. The spirit employs will or atma in all that relates to the essence of all, to itself, considering the essence and the self as pure spirit as distinguished from spirit matter. In the first case, the distinctive quality of menace is discrimination, which enables the spirit to differentiate between 1. The self and the not self. 2. Spirit and matter. 3. The planes and the subplanes. 4. The different grades of atomic matter in the system. 5. Vibrations, engendered by will, working through love wisdom, and energizing substance. 6. All that concerns forms of every kind, and in every type of essential existence. In the second case, the Buddhic principle has for its distinctive quality love, and demonstrates as wisdom working through love, and producing 1. Unity between all selves. 2. Group coherence. 3. Qualities that are distinctively along the line of what we call love. 4. Effective work in connection with evolution, or the fundamentals of hierarchical work. In the third case, the spirit employs the will aspect or atma, in man, which has, for its distinctive feature, that coherent force which keeps the purpose of the entity ever in view, working it out through love in substantial form. I have pointed out these distinctions as it serves to bring the scope, and equally the limitations, of the active mental principle somewhat more clearly before the student. In the hall of ignorance, the accumulative side of menace, and its ability to store and acquire knowledge, and information is being developed. A man, for instance, acquires facts, and application, and sets up vibrations which have to be worked out intelligently. The acquisitive side of this principle is showing forth. In the hall of learning, the discriminative side is being developed, and the man learns not only to choose, but to discard, and he begins to merge the two poles intelligently. In the hall of wisdom he discards also, and perfectly blends the two poles, thereby producing that objective something we call light. The illuminating side of menace is shown. He becomes an intelligent creator, and by the time he has taken the 4 major initiations he has 1. Developed perfectly the Brahma aspect, which as pointed out functions primarily in the 3 worlds. It is the active intelligent aspect. 2. Achieve the point of development at which a heavenly man, the divine Manasaputra, commenced the circle of manifestation we call a solar system. 3. Transmuted menace into wisdom or love. 4. Synthesize the rays of activity, or intelligence, and is beginning to merge this synthesis into the higher one of love wisdom. To sum it all up in words of fire. The fire of matter has blazed out perfectly, and the vibratory activity of the man has been keyed up to synchronize with that of a heavenly man, thus enabling a man to function consciously, or be vitally active on the Buddhic plane. The fire of mind has blended with the fire of matter and has stimulated it to such an extent, that it has brought about the liberation of the entity, man, from the 3 worlds, and has occultly obscured his manifestation on the 3 planes in exactly the same way as the manifestation of the Logos goes out occultly when the fires are sufficiently fierce. As regards the fire of spirit, or pure electric fire, this is finally synthesized with the other 2 and brings about the escape of the life onto another plane cosmically considered. A man A. The blending of the fire of matter, and of the fire of mind liberates from the 3 worlds. B. The blending of electric fire with the two other fires brings about liberation from the 5 lower planes, and enables a man to function consciously on the cosmic physical plane. A heavenly man. A. The blending of the fire of matter and of mind liberates from the 3 planes of his manifestation. B. The blending of the electric fire in his case brings about escape from the planetary ring pass knot and enables him to function consciously on the cosmic astral plane. A solar logos. A. The blending of the fire of matter and of mind liberates him from the solar ring pass knot, and gives him the freedom of the cosmic physical, astral, and the lower subplanes of the cosmic mental planes. B. The blending of electric fire with the other 2 enables him to function consciously in his causal body, thus paralleling the work of man in the 3 worlds. Division B. Manas as a cosmic, systemic and human factor. I. The origin of manas, or mind. 1. Cosmic manas. A. The process of individualization. B. The method of initiation. 2. Planetary manas. A. Consciousness and existence. B. Will and ordered purpose. 3. Human manas. A. Man and the planetary logos. B. The logos of our scheme. C. Venus and the earth chain. 4. Manas and the earth chain. A. The earth chain and the incarnating monads. B. The 4th kingdom and the hierarchy. C. A prophecy. D. A summation. II. The position of manas. 1. Manas and karma. 2. Manas and karmic purpose. II. The present stage of manasic development. 1. In the planets. 2. In the system. 3. On the earth. IV. The future of manas. 1. The characteristics of manas. A. Discrimination. B. Ordered activity. C. Adaptability. 2. Developments of the human mind. A. Ray effects. B. Animals, men and the rays. C. Types of karma. 3. Manas in the final rounds. A. The transmutative process. B. Synthesis. I. The origin of manas or mind. What we are dealing with here, taking these 3 factors in their order, is the fire of mind in connection with the solar logos. It has been earlier pointed out that mind has already been developed in a heavenly man, and therefore we must equally predicate an into solar logos that cosmic mind, or the 5th principle, is his prime characteristic, and was perfected by him in an earlier system. We might now consider our first subdivision. 1. Cosmic manas. Whence comes this fire? Where originates this vital heat, or vibratory activity, which is predominantly a feature of all conceivable beings? How far back is it possible for us to go? Can we conceive of its origin? What is this downpouring fire that animates the darkness of matter? A. The process of individualization. Perhaps it may help somewhat if we here consider the question of individualization, or the process of intelligent self-realization. Chart the evolution of the solar logos, which so strikingly differentiates men from the animals. At individualization the 2 poles are approximated, and at their meeting light streams forth, irradiating the cave of matter, and lighting the pathway that must be trodden by the pilgrim on his way back to his source. This irradiation brings about, in connection with man, self-realization, purpose, separation from all other individualized selves, or spheres, consciousness, above all, ability to evolve, capacity to shine ever more and more unto the perfect day. This is equally true of the solar logos, and of the heavenly man. Individualization is literally the coming together, out of the darkness of abstraction, of the 2 factors of spirit and matter by means of the 3rd factor, the intelligent will, purpose and action of an entity. By the approximation of these two poles light is produced, a flame shines forth, a sphere of radiant glory is seen which gradually increases the intensity of its light, its heat and its radiance, until capacity is reached, or that which we call perfection. We should note and distinguish the words light, heat and radiance, which are the distinctive features of all individualized entities from gods to men. Man is beginning to arrive partially at the secret of this phenomenon through his ability to produce through scientific knowledge that which is called electric light and which is used by man for illumination, heat and healing. As more and this matter is discovered by physical plane students, the whole question of existence and of creative activity will become clearer. As regards the origin of the fire of mind, something more may be learned through studying the various methods of individualization. In connection with man, these methods are 3 in number as far as we can tell, though the probability of there being several other methods which are inconceivable to man's finite comprehension is quite possible. These methods are: first, the method pursued on the moon chain, the planetary manifestation previous to ours, when, through innate force and energy, the conjunction of the 3 fires was brought about, and the fire of matter contacted the fire of spirit through the latent presence of the fiery spark of mind. This spark of mind, working through the instinct, drove the material form or substance into such activity that it was enabled to reach up to heights where its opposite pole could be contacted. Animal man aspired. Spirit answered. The vibration of the germ of mentality had permeated the substance like yeast. Thus was consciousness awakened. In the previous solar system, in connection with the heavenly men, this was the method pursued by them, and these advanced cosmic beings entered into consciousness, and mastered the 3 lower planes of the cosmic physical, the planes which man is endeavoring to master now. They individualize as the result of work accomplished during incomprehensible eons of endeavor. 13,028. The earlier solar system was much longer in duration than this one will be, and force in matter was generated by the progression of the ages. It was the period of the vitalization of the spirally in the physical permanent atom of the Logos. In this method of individualization, the emphasis is laid on the fact that the principle of menace is a part of the logoic character, and is part of his very nature. It, therefore, has its origin in his being or self. It is part of the content of the logoic causal body, and therefore permeates all manifestation which originates with him. Hence the accuracy of the statement that cosmic menace originates on the cosmic mental plane, and is a portion of the fire that animates that plane. Second, in the second solar system, and in connection with the method employed therein, another point merits attention. This fire of mind has its source in a constellation, until recently unrecognized by exoteric science as having any relation of an intimate nature to our solar system, owing to its tremendous distance away. The Sun, Sirius, is the source of logoic menace in the same sense as the Pleiades are connected with the evolution of menace in the 7 heavenly men, and Venus was responsible for the coming in of mind in the Earth chain. Each was primary to the other, or was the agent which produced the first flicker of consciousness in the particular groups involved. In every case the method was